Hello computer scientists, this is the second video in how to create a basic game with Scratch. So in the first video what we did was we changed our sprite to be a basket, and when we click the green flag it goes to its home location, and then we made it able to move back and forth. Kind of a boring game so far. So what do we want to do? We want to add some stuff falling from the sky so that we have to catch it. So let's add a new sprite, and we're going to choose one from the library. Oh, look at that. There's an apple right there. I think an apple is a perfect fruit to use. Now, once again, we don't really want it to start in the middle of the screen. We want it to start way up here somewhere. So again, let's start it at x of 0 and y of 175. So just like we did with the basket, when the green flag is clicked in motion, we're going to start it. X of 0 is in the middle of the screen, and y of 175, whoa, 75 is at the top. So let's see what happens. Oh, there we go. That might be a little too high. Programming is all about trial and error, so let's try 160. How about that? Maybe even 150. Alright, so as you can see, you just keep trying things until it works the way you want it to. That's the way programming works. Alright, so we can see right here the apple, even if it ends up over there and the basket ends up over there, if I hit the green flag, both of them have kind of a home location now. So what do I want it to do? I want it to kind of fall down. So just like in math class, if y goes up, we're going towards the top of the screen, and if y decreases, it goes towards the bottom. So what we want to have happen is, let's say, change y by -10. So let's try it. Huh. So I went down a little bit, but it didn't go down by much. We want it to keep going down, so we must need some kind of loop. A loop will keep going forever and ever and ever and ever. So let's try this. Let's try the forever loop, see what happens. We'll hit stop and we'll hit go. All right. So it's falling and falling and falling, but it's kind of stuck there at the bottom. And we don't want it to keep going. So look through the different options for our loops. We have a repeat until. So why don't we try repeat until. Let's go into our options here for sensing and see if we can find when we want it to stop. How about if it's touching an edge? So let's restart the script by hitting the green flag. There we go. So what it did was it started up at 140, and then it kept changing y by -10 until it got to the bottom edge. What we want to do now is say, well, if I catch it in the basket, then we shouldn't keep going until it touches the edge. We should do something different. Maybe we should add a score or play a sound or something like that. So how about we do this? We'll say if we are touching sprite number 1, which is our basket, then we maybe let's play a sound. We'll pick one from the library. I like boing. How about that? Well, let's see what happens. Let's just run it. It's always good to... Oops, I didn't actually play the sound. Let's go into sound, and we'll play the sound boing. So let's see what happens. All right. Why did it do that stutter? It must be because it's touching it many, many, many times. So how about if it touches the sprite, then it plays the sound, and let's stop. All right. So we've made it to the point where the apple drops out of the sky. If the basket's not there, then it hits the bottom. If the basket is there, then there's a boing sound. So probably in this game, if we get to the point where we're touching the edge, it probably means you lost. It means you didn't catch the apple. So why don't we have it say something? Let's say game over for 2 seconds, and then we'll stop all the scripts. So let's try this. We have a little game here already, so let's try it. All right, you won. Game over, you lost. All right, so we have the basics of a game here. In the last video, we're gonna add a little bit of randomness and see if we can catch some more apples.